Hey guys, so I've been getting a lot of requests to make a tutorial on how to make that 3D wheel you've been seeing around, so I thought I'd do one because I do know how to make it. So firstly, I gotta say that you can make that wheel at a bunch of different sizes and with one set, which is a cool thing. So all you guys that only own one set, you can make this shape, but it is going to be one of the more difficult shapes you've ever made with one set, so just know that before you tackle this. It's going to take you a few tries if you're using one set. So one setters, it looks like this. You just put a bunch of little rings of 6, put your entire set actually into rings of 6, and just make a cylinder like that. So you can make the wheel at a bunch of different sizes, and here's the next size up. This one uses rings of 9, and I just made them this long. You can make these tubes as long as you want, really, because your wheel can be different sizes. Like it can be like really tight, or it can just be. So it's really up to you. I just like to use a moderate size. Okay, and then the bigger wheel, which is my favorite, is this one, which we'll be making out of this tube of 12. So again, you just have these little rings looking like that, and bam. So step number 1. I'm actually going to do this with the medium one. I'll do it with all of them for you guys. So what you want to do is you want to take these and pinch every other into a triangle shape. So what I like actually doing, you got to split these rolls in half because there's too many dots to work with there. So make it into a triangle shape. Just going to want to do that right there. Now this sounds a little bit weird, but you got to do it every other thing has to be a triangle. So just go through and start pushing. Okay, so I've got that set done. So you can see, I mean, they are, every other one is in a triangle form. So, and what you need to do is you need to go down. See how they're all perfect right there? Up, down, up, down, up, down. That needs to be perfect on every single size. So just every single side. So look from the top and look down every single one and make sure they're all pinched perfectly and that every other one is a triangle, because like sometimes some of the sides like have a teeny gap and you can barely tell, but then when you go to do the next step, it's not going to work if one is wrong. So there's that size. Now I'm going to do the small one. Break it in half. For some reason this shape, when you make it smaller, it just gets so difficult to make. It doesn't even turn out that cool, but I mean, the bottom line is you can make this shape with the smaller sets. Okay, so there we go. I have the smaller set now, broken up the same way, every other. Now for the larger set, these are the bases for each wheel. So again, make sure that every other ring is a triangle. You just got to pinch them all together. Easier than it sounds for sure. And then, so the next step is going to be this right here. Oh, hold up. There we go. Just got to look down these, make sure they're all perfect. The problem is if it's not perfect, you have to restart. So just take the time to look down these little lines and get them perfect. Okay, so now what you got to do, and this part's kind of high risk too, you got to push it together. So it's really kind of awkward, but you just kind of shove them together. So you get this shape right here. It's kind of cool. It's all flexible and like, so now you can see where your tire is going to come from. Bend it like this. And watch as they kind of they pop into place as you just bend it in a circle. You can kind of pinch them too, and it'll start getting this like curve to it. So now, I mean, you can already see where the wheel is coming from right there. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if anybody doesn't get it, feel free to ask me, because I'm definitely down to show you guys how to make this. But even with this right here, it's not that long, but this shape is so free-formed that you can actually just kind of, you gotta do this kind of slowly. But look, oh, here's another thing I forgot to say. See how both of these ends, let's see, triangle there, and triangle there. See, that's not going to work, so cut off one of these ends. There, so what it should look like is this. See, that's kind of like a half triangle thing, and bam, full triangle. So just going to slowly kind of morph it together, because if you go fast here, you'll just ruin it, and you're going to have to start over. So go slow, bring it together. And again, this is not a full, like, I wouldn't recommend making it this short and then trying to like fold this together, because it's really hard to do, and it usually does. It probably won't even turn out. Let's see. So yeah, it's not enough to make one, but I'm gonna squeeze it for you guys real quick. Hold up. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's not enough, but I mean, you get the picture. The big one is actually by far the easiest one to do. It looks the best. So if you're going to make the shape, do the big one. Alright, and so for this one, same thing. I'm just gonna pull it into our wheel. Alright, so here's your big wheel. That's what it looks like. I hope that's what you were hoping to make when you watched this tutorial. Now, if you have any more questions, feel free to post and ask them. I will respond within a day. I hate it when people diss me. They're like, oh, you didn't show this or didn't show that. Well, just ask me. I mean, dude, that's what I'm here for. Just, you know. Any questions? I can post a secondary tutorial if there's something I didn't explain as well. But yeah, there you go. So here are the different sizes we got. Boom. Yep. So you get your smaller width, a little bit larger, and then the big wheel.